Real fans, realtalk.com. Where Arthur Diamonds, Trip Young, and intern Tom. For the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro, Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. Real fans, realtalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers.
Is Jeremy Lin hurt?
Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell them Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter. Tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome.
I'm about, son. RealFans.realtalk.com. I'm out for real fans. Real talk. Real fans. Real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another live episode of Real Fans, Real Talk. We got a great show in store for you. This is going to be a boxing weekend. You see, I'm up here. Hold on, I gotta stand up a little bit because I want y'all to see the shirt on me. This is official right here from Spartan Sports, and it's a boxing thing right now. So I really want y'all to get that king right there, king of the ring, baby. That's right. We kings of the rings here on Real Fans, Real Talk, and y'all know how we feel about boxing. So it's a beautiful thing. We got some special guests coming on to the show. Before we introduce the guests, because we got some surprises in this episode, let me introduce my co-host, the one and only Mark the Statman Skevich. What's going on?
How's it going, everyone? Great to be back for another live episode of Real Fans, Real Talk. Excited to have another heavyweight boxer on the program, as well as Ed, who is the founder of Spartan Sports. But we're going to cover some other topics before we get into our special guests, and we are going to open up with not Deflategate, which everyone else is doing, because I'm personally a little sick of Deflategate. It's been going on 7 months long. And for some reason, that's the top story. In my eyes, the top story in sports right now is Eric Berry, the safety of the Chiefs, beating cancer. And he is reporting to training camp with the Kansas City Chiefs. And personally, I don't believe how long you could possibly draw out this Deflategate for it to be the top story on everything. I understand he's taking it to court and federal court, but we know what happened. The balls were deflated. He threw out he threw out his phone, and it's obvious that there's evidence against him. But we're not going to talk anymore about that.
But you know what, Statman? He might have thrown the phone out because sometimes, when your side chicks get involved, like Tiger Woods, he didn't throw out his phone, so that might have been the reason. That, we can't just assume he threw out the phone because it had anything to do with the Deflategate.
That's true. It could be a side chick issue, but then you can delete text messages too.
Maybe he doesn't. Tom Brady has a lot going on. He might not have known that.
That's true. But back to the real story at hand, Eric Berry. I mean, it's amazing. It shows, cancer could get to anybody, and even a professional athlete who's in great shape. Like the safety of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he couldn't play the end of last season, battled cancer during the off season, beat it, and that's a remarkable story in my eyes, Trip.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, you gotta love that, man, because cancer is something that we're all affected by. So when you see something like that, a story like this, is something that should be publicized more in the media. But of course, we do have to focus on what's gonna, well, not us anyway, because Real Fans, Real Talk, we do our own thing. But with a lot of the major media outlets, they're gonna focus on what's gonna get the numbers up. So yeah, Tom Brady is the bigger ticket, but
how long could you talk about the same topic?
Until the season starts.
But it's going to be there. If they make it to the Super Bowl next year, they're still going to be talking about Deflategate.
You're absolutely right. So what are you going to do, man?
But we got some other stories in baseball. Some big trades took place on Tuesday's episode of Real Fans, Real Talk in the Bronx. Myself and Trip Young were kind of hoping that David Price or Cole Hamels would end up going to the Yankees. But not the case. Cole Hamels heads to Texas, and David Price heads to the Toronto BJs.
What are you gonna do, man? Listen, I'm still good. The Yankees are looking very good. I know they took a slight slip up last night, but with the way Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, and that bullpen is playing right now, I think that the Yankees will be okay. They actually did make a little move too, and we still got a little bit of time left. They may just make another jump. I'm kind of glad that they didn't give up the prospects. I mentioned on Tuesday's show that I really wanted to see the Yankees kind of bring some guys in through their farm system, like we saw with Jeter, Mariano, Posada, and the rest of those 5-time World Series champion members of the greatest baseball organization of all time, 27-time world champions, to be exact. But so I'm kind of glad because I'm hearing a lot of great things about these guys. So I'm glad that the Yankees kind of held on. And once again, we're gonna need that depth. We are, an older team. He's got Teixeira. I'm surprised that he's, we have some wood around here. Let me knock back here on wood. I'm surprised that he's been healthy, this entire season, and he's putting up an MVP season. Him and A-Rod are neck and neck right now, tied at 24 home runs apiece. So they're really, shouldering the load, and Brett Gardner, he's playing some great baseball for the Yankees right now. If CC could actually be a shadow of CC Sabathia that, led us to that 09 World Series victory, we'll be all right because Tanaka's playing well, Pineda's playing well. We got Nova back. Like I said, the bullpen is playing great right now for the Yankees, so I'm loving it. And we got a nice commanding lead, even with the Blue Jays making a move like that. We still the top dogs in the AL East, and I'm looking forward to Yankees baseball. I've been rejuvenated as a Yankees fan this season because of the strong play.
I mean, when the Yankees put up 21 runs, they don't call them the Bronx Bombers for nothing, and 21 runs is phenomenal. Alex Rodriguez, at age 40, hitting a home run on his 40th birthday, hitting 3 home runs in a single game not too long ago. I mean, he's just doing phenomenal things out there despite all the controversy surrounding him. I said before the season started, I knew that he would have a hell of an offseason in training. He is a winner. He's going to come back and try to make a name for himself because his name was in the dirt, and he wants to kind of rejuvenate his name. So I knew he was going to come back strong, and it's extremely impressive to see what he's doing at age 40. And despite the Yankees losing Mariano Rivera and Derek Jeter the past 2 years to retirement, I was really shocked at how well they're doing. I knew that they would do well, but the Yankees really exceeding expectations right now. Unlike the Mets, there's a big story with the Mets. Wilmer Flores crying on the field. That's the big story in New York right now. He was, because we live in a social media world right now. And by the way, our Twitter is @RealFanTalk, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know.
Shameless plug there,
Statman. @Statman_Skevich is my personal Twitter as well. But he's finding out from the fans, not only on Twitter, but the fans in the stands, screaming out to Wilmer Flores that he was traded to Milwaukee. And during the middle of the game, he starts crying on the field. Apparently, he did not listen to Tom Hanks, that there's no crying in baseball. And, it says something that, he's part of the organization his entire career, playing shortstop for the Mets. I mean, you figure somebody would probably be crying